Hey, hopefully y'all can see. Looks like we got a little glare on the screen. Hopefully y'all can see. Welcome back to another live video. Video. Welcome back to another video. Full Picasso. Team Picasso. Back y'all. Welcome back. I'm about to get some things happening. As soon as I get this apron tied. Hold on. Hold on, bruh. Hope y'all had a good Sunday. Sunday morning. Breakfast on the table. Y'all like my Picasso apron? Yeah, got the waves coming back on deck. They got a marinade up under there. Y'all see it? You see it there? Got the marinade up under there. But hopefully y'all having a good day today. See if we can get some good lighting up in here. I'm just gonna be cooking, the normal Sunday cooking thing going on. Gang. Picasso apron. It's a little small, but I like it. Took me a minute to get it. Understood what it was. One of the viewers submitted this to me. Was good, C Circle. Welcome to the live lead. One of the viewers submitted this to me. Y'all saw it in the unboxing video. And I didn't really get it at first. And one of y'all brought it to my attention. It's a Picasso apron. It's Picasso. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get some things whipping up in here. What's we got going on? Oh my. Oh. Well, I need that. That's gonna be hot too. But I need that. I need it. Yeesh. Yeah, my glasses foggy. Sheesh, I need that too. I need that. What's in here? Oh, dang. Well, oh, shite. Knock the whole thing off today. Alright, so we're gonna start this thing off with a little 80-20. With a little 80-20 oil, 20%. Yeah, ain't that much in there. 20% vegetable oil and 80% olive oil. I'm just gonna get that modulating on the stove. Oh. Wait. Yeah. Come on, you little shit. Got some fresh celery. Fresh carrots. Y'all can see what's going on over here. Hopefully you can. It's gonna turn you around. I know I know the camera is not the best. Okay, I gotta work with me to that iPhone or until one of y'all send me an iPhone. No, just kidding, but you can. You really can. I'm making some chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. Trying to do this. So I ain't have no I ain't have I have um any already shredded carrots. I'm just gonna use these. Maybe I can see like this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use these. Cutting board is already clean. Just random chops. Ain't gotta be nothing special. It's always better when it's made this way anyway. So you can cut them like this. Big as small as you want it. Ain't gotta be no certain size. Y'all gonna hear that. Make sure the volume up because y'all gonna hear that dishwasher in the background. Background noise. All right, how y'all feeling? How y'all digging the new gigs? Picasso apron. You were submitted, by the way. Do-rag. I thought I was gonna stab myself in the identity. Do-rag. You were submitted. Also, sponsored. Be sponsored. You got sponsors right here. And this is a pretty average sized pot, so get your ass up out of here. I ain't know I draw nothing on the floor. I had to go live early because Logan said y'all be cutting into his dog walking time. So. And however many carrots or whatever, bro, what I tell you, get out. You don't even eat that. It ain't gonna hurt you, but I don't even like it. I guess you do like it, what you mean? No, I was cutting the finger. That's a really decent amount of carrots. However many you want, really. Throw that on in there. Yeah. Got that 80/20 oil already um, doing this thing. I like to saute my vegetables first, draw the seasoning out of the vegetables, season the vegetables by themselves. Chicken was already cut and prepared earlier, and it's already seasoned. So. I was just talking about on one of the videos I just got through doing. Y'all haven't seen it yet, but people was asking me, am I going to do meet and greets? I really want to. I ain't gonna say I want to do meet and greets, but really, what I really want to do, I want to do like a maybe like a rented out or a leased out kitchen space with a countertop kind of thing on it, kind of the way y'all can't see my kitchen right now, but it's the kitchen, then it's this big 6 or 7 foot marble slab, and you can sit on the other side. And just have people sitting on the other side while I'm cooking and talking and then conversating and like a live cooking show, kind of thing. So I do want to do that versus versus your typical meet and greet that way. The subs get to actually meet each other and get to actually eat some food and stuff like that. Thumbs up this video if you think that'd be a good idea. I don't know how I would do it, but it would be a good idea. And these carrots are gonna cook down. It really don't matter how thick you chop them, they're gonna cook down. So. Some people add but you can actually buy celery leaves. Some people add the celery leaves to their soup also. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a very earthy taste to the leaves. If you want to add the celery leaves, it is a very earthy kind of taste to it. So I don't even really steer too far toward the bottom. The closer to the bottom that you get more of a stronger, earthier taste to it. So I don't really, I don't really use this part. And I'm not wasting food. I know there's people out there in the world that's hungry. I know it can go to a good use. If I can figure out a good use when this video is over, I definitely use it for something good. I'm not into wasting food. So. Very frugal around here. Very frugal. It can be used again. Definitely gonna use it again. Trying to see what I'm doing. My bad. Some people, I know a lot of people ask me, even when I'm in the kitchen, A lot of people ask me, you ain't scared of the knife? You can't be. You can't be scared of the knife. Because the day you get scared of the knife is the day you get cut. Trust me, I learned it from experience. Can't be scared of it. And you can't be scared to get cut. That's a good rule of thumb to life, is where you can't be scared to get cut. Because you're going to get cut, you're going to get scraped, you're going to get bumped, you're going to get all these things. Put a band-aid. I ain't gonna say put a band-aid on it, that make it sound a little harsh. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. How many of y'all thought I was gonna put the knife up to my face and wipe it? No. Been doing this a long time. So tempted to wipe my hand on my apron, but it's such a nice apron. I don't want to mess it up. All right, put this stuff back in the raw refrigerator and find some use on a seafood boil, something. Don't love them seafood bowls. Your little snacky snack breakfast or something like that. Also have some kale and spinach in there that some people, may prefer in their soup. I got some potatoes in there. I don't know how many of y'all like that. Uh, that zuppa toscana from Olive Garden. Got a perfect recipe for the zuppa toscana. It's like that potato cream soup with the Italian sausage in it. It's really good. Um, I'm in a food group on Facebook, and I was giving some great tips on Facebook about how to make your zuppa toscana. A lot of people don't understand. I got I'm gonna do bouillon instead of chicken stock. I'm gonna make my own chicken stock with bouillon. What I was gonna say? Oh yeah, it's a yellow film that sometimes comes up on the zuppa toscana. If y'all know that soup that I'm talking about, it's like a yellow film. And for those of y'all that have cooked it at home, the way, well, my grandma tell you to do it this way, I tell you that way first. So my grandma say when you get a yellow film on top of it, you get a paper towel, and just dab it off. It's a good way. Um, Also, you can get a cold spoon, put ice on the top of the spoon, and rub it on the top of the soup, and it'll get that grease and that fat, and freeze it, and just kind of wipe it off and freeze it as you wipe it off. It's another good tip. Most important tip, just like this won't be eaten today, because in my eyes, in my eyes, yeah, but just like this won't be eaten today, because in my eyes, soup is the next day. So this won't be eaten until next day, more than likely. But with that being said, talking about that other soup that I was talking about, if you let the soup completely cool down before you add your cream base, in any soup that's cream based, milk based, heavy cream, half and half, whatever type of cream that it is, if you put the cream in there while the soup is still hot, you're gonna get that yellow film on the top. But if you let your soup completely cool down, leave it on the stove, let it completely cool down, and as you get ready to put it in the fridge to eat for tomorrow or later that week or whatever, then you add your cream base, and then you heat your soup up with your cream already added in there, and you won't get that yellow film at the top. So it's a little tip for you. more Earl in here. The lid on there. Sweat that out. What the hell was that? What was that, fool? Huh? What was that? You just looking like I'm just looking. We both gonna get stabbed by the hair slinging slasher. But yeah, it's a little tip. So I like to season the veggies, season the meat. If the meat was since I put pork in my slow cooker and veggies, potatoes. I love pork in slow cooker. I was actually thinking about doing just a nice little size of pulled pork or maybe brisket or something like that, or whatever that pulled roast beef is, in that B-love sauce with some boiled egg and some cucumber. Whew. All right. So I already chopped up with some chicken. It's already seasoned. Smell it, just permeate. And I already put some chopped garlic in the chicken, so it's all kind of been marinating together. If y'all can see that, look at that, got all them seasonings. If your chicken is still got the same chicken color to it, you ain't season it. You didn't season it. If it still look like chicken, you ain't season it. But if your chicken look like this, not like this, look like this. Your chicken look like this. Hold on, let y'all get some of that good. Y'all ain't got smell-o-vision. That's seasoned. That's good seasoned chicken. That's seasoned to the core. Core. Get your ass up from my kitchen, boy. Yeah. Son, you two don't ever want me to be great, son. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just letting that just extracting all the good. So I still have 4 packages of B-Love sauce. Oh, you should send me one. My P.O. box is always in the description box below. What I was gonna say, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I'm just letting that sweat out, and then we're gonna add the chicken to it. You feel me? Which oh no, it's cool. I mean, I still have my original package of B-Love sauce, which I initially stated in my initial video that I was gonna be, doing mine the smart way to do it. I ain't gonna say the smart way, but in my opinion, the smart way, I just kind of, as needed, and I use mine as needed. So I still got some for videos and videos to come, which I think was the best idea to do it. A lot of people was complaining as far as the sodium, and as I stated in the initial, making of my sauce video, I mean, unless you're gonna sit here and just drink the whole bowl of sauce, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no reason to worry about the sodium, because most people just gonna dip it and then freeze the rest of it anyway. I mean, that's just a smart thing to do. But if you just gonna drink the whole bowl, hey, thumbs up to you guys. Maybe a challenge. Person that drinks B-Love sauce, But anyway, got some other stuff other than the seafood boil coming up with that sauce as well, or the seasoning pack, should I say, because it ain't a sauce until you make it one. And yeah. Put this in my protein in this. Oh, Joe. I need to get a get a clear pot that's kind of look like that Dutch oven so y'all can see what's really going on up in there because there's some things going on in that pot. I'm telling you, it's flavor, all that flavor. It's permeating through the atmosphere. It's permeating. The booger in my eye. Anyway, yeah, take the glasses off. Yeah, I'm not be taking them glasses. I'm gonna be kind of be sweating off my nose. In the kitchen with Emilio. Hey, that sounds good. That's gonna be the name of it. Appreciate that. In the kitchen, cook this third fry. Every time I do a cooking video, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is that song. In the kitchen, in the whipping, this third. I don't know the words, so don't judge me. Alright, turn that up just a little bit. We're gonna add the chicken and we're gonna start cooking. Very simple, very easy, very hearty that time of year. And this is one of those famous one pot dishes, one of my favorite meals, one of my favorite type of meals is a one pot dish where everything goes into the pot but nothing ever comes out. So you just constantly adding flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was already garlic marinated with the chicken. So first of all, I put the onion, well, did a little 80-20 oil, 20% vegetable oil, 80% olive oil. Then I added the onion and celery and let those kind of do their thing and sweat out and add some more flavor to the, to the whole shebang. And then, after they had to kind of sweat it out your vegetables, in there, then you're gonna add your seasoned and marinated chicken, which I, marinated that way earlier today. Could have did it yesterday, but hey, I didn't feel like doing it. But it's still good and it's still flavor. Just a whole bunch of things going on. I did this video last year too, by the way. If you want to check out that video, probably not gonna be exactly the same, but it's got a little, some of the same aspects. So. By the way, I did use white meat. I did use breast meat on this. I'm not a fan of dark meat, but I will say this: when cooking braised dishes, when cooking soups, when cooking anything that requires juices and things like that, your best option is going to be your dark meat, your quarter thigh. When you're doing something like this, dark meat is best for your soups and your chicken pot pie and things like that. You definitely want to use dark meat because it has more of its own juiciness, so to speak, and flavor. The white meat is not as flavorful, but you can make it flavor, you know. But I prefer white meat. And let that marinate and modulate in its own boneless chicken thighs. Yeah, yeah, that's the best. The dark meat is the best thing to use. I'm gonna be honest with you. You definitely want to use dark meat when you're making soups and things that require braising or anything as far as like a dumpling, chicken and dumpling type thing. It's why you always, I don't know about y'all, but with my grandma, she put bone. She just chopped the whole chicken up. She ain't, taking no time out to take no skin off and take all this off and all that off. She put the whole shebang up in the chicken and dumpling or up in her chicken noodle soup. She ain't doing no fancy, none of this thing that I got going on. When she was standing right here, she'll probably be cussing me out because I'm just doing too much in her eyes. you know, but that's just how she is. I wish I would have caught the beginning of when I was making the seafood boil, the family seafood boil mukbang, because I forgot I was in my own home for a second. I just want to say that. Because she was standing, like, I feel like I was a kid again. Like, she was standing right here, literally. I wish I would have got it. I didn't think to record it and pull my camera out. I almost forgot I was in my own house. Like, she was standing right here. Did you season your water? Did you do this? I'm just still like, yeah, bro. Like, like I did everything that I knew that you was sitting right here looking out the corner of your eye, watching me do. I did everything that I knew I was supposed to do because I knew you was watching me. That's why when I came up, as far as like in the restaurants and in the kitchen and stuff like that, like my chefs used to get upset because a chef's thing is to not necessarily intimidate, but sort of show your your superiority, I guess. And the chefs never intimidated me because I grew up with somebody standing right next to me, making sure whatever it is that I was cooking, that I was doing it right. So, they couldn't intimidate me, and they hated that. So, kitchen life for me was definitely short lived, I will say, because I'm not intimidated. So. All right, so we ain't gonna fully cook that chicken on its own. We're not gonna brown the chicken. We're just gonna kind of bring it into a marination kind of thing. And you're gonna add 4 cups of water, hot water. Whenever you're cooking anything hot, you always want to add hot water. Never add anything cold when you about to boil your pasta. I always start with hot water. I wish this place had one. One of my old places did have one. A lot of people don't understand what they're for, but a lot of times when you go into homes, you turn this water off. A lot of times when you go into homes, you'll see a faucet right behind your stove. A lot of people don't understand what that's for. It's actually a hot water faucet. It's for your pasta and your rice and anything that you cook in hot because you always want to start with hot water. You never want to start with cold water. I don't think you want to start with cold water, but you don't even have to do it in that manner either. But if you're boiling eggs, most people say start with cold water. I do room temperature or lukewarm. It really don't matter if you know what you're doing. A lot of people don't use fresh boiled eggs when they're doing their mukbangs anyway. A lot of people use the pre-boiled. I don't like the taste of the pre-boiled. This is just regular tap. Oh shit. I don't really like the taste of pre-boiled egg. I'm not gonna start with a full 2 cups. I'm gonna start with more like a cup and a half. Because water you can always add. So flavor. Turn that up to a high heat. already know. I don't like no. Y'all already know I don't like no dirty kitchen. So you'll see me pause sometimes and start kind of cleaning. Whatever. But then they ain't gonna be spotless. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna turn it up on a high heat in your Dutch oven, let that kind of come to a boil. And you're gonna add, in this case is what I'm gonna use chicken stock. You can use anything, but honestly, before you add chicken stock and before you add any stock or anything, you want to taste the very own stock that you used, that you created, because the chicken stock is actually from everything that I've done, all the seasoning that I've done, everything that you've seen me put in there, plus the water. I've actually created my own vegetable stock in the beginning, but you might have missed it because it kind of went by fast. But what I was doing when I was seasoning them vegetables, adding the oil, and it was sweating out, I was creating its own vegetable stock. And then I add the chicken and the water and create its own chicken stock. And it's all just flavor just coming together. So there's a lot of things going on in that little pot. There's a lot of little steps. Like I say, it ain't grandma style. You know what I'm saying? Grandma just gonna throw everything in a pot, just everything. I remember eating chicken and dumpling and just kind of going through trying to make sure I don't eat uh no whole chicken bone or something like that. Because she cooked everything in one pot. But yeah, just gonna let that come to a boil. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty much done. Simple one pot dish to cook for you and your family when it's kind of cool outside. It's that time of year. So I'll probably be doing more, soups and kind of stuff like that around this time of year too. I don't know about mukbanging. I'll probably just leave it as a cooking video. I don't know if I'll do a mukbang out of it. I also make a dang good sweet potato and squash soup. Superb. Also make a good, very, very good black bean soup. It's a Brazilian soup. For those of you that's ever visited Fogo de Chão, it's called feijoada. And the feijoada is all your meat that's left over, chicken, pork, beef, sausage, any meat that's left over from whatever it is that you're not um, using or have used, or your scraps. It's pretty much scraps. And then you cook that off first, and then you add your beans, and it's a little process, but it'll put you in the mind of some red beans and rice is what it'll put you in the mind of. It's like a Brazilian red beans and rice is what it'll put you in the mind of. But it's real, really good. Really good. But definitely not gonna need all of these. These will swell up. The basic egg noodle. I like the wide egg noodles. It can be wheat. It can be whatever. It ain't gotta be no specific kind. Just regular egg noodles. Everybody do theirs different. A little hint to your egg noodles. So everything in here is going to cook first. These literally will swell up in like 5 to 10 minutes. So you're not gonna boil. You're not gonna put this in there immediately. You're gonna put this in there maybe 10 minutes until maybe like 10 minutes before it's done. And then you're gonna turn your heat off and let it kind of do its own thing. And like I say, this is gonna be next day anyway. So while it's cooling down, the egg noodles is gonna begin to that al dente texture that you want the most, because I like a texture. I don't like it to completely dissolve when I'm eating. I like a texture to the noodle. And so it's definitely gonna be giving it a texture. And you eat that the next day, because it's gonna be lunch for me tomorrow. So yeah. And if you ain't getting a little sniff in your nose, you need to add some more seasonings because you ain't put enough in there. Get a little taste. Ow! That's what I like. So I like when I taste it to know that it's okay to add. You know, I don't like when I taste it and be like, "Dang, I need to cut it with some water or something." And I like to know that it's okay to go ahead and add more. So the bouillon, after all this is said and done, the bouillon is what's going to finish it off. Or you can use chicken stock, or you can use vegetable stock. Low sodium, whatever. This isn't very low sodium. So didn't add a lot of salt in there initially anyway, because I already knew that I would be using the bouillon, and I know that it's high in salt content. So stir that off up in there. Stir, stir, stir. Stir it off in there. Oh yeah. Stir, stir, stir. Stir it off up in there. Oh yeah. And bouillon will stick to the bottom, so you want to, give it a little scrape to the bottom. While I've been using this here, a little scrape to the bottom. Start from the bottom now. Start from the bottom. All right. Oh, splashing juices everywhere. Now that bouillon is in there, you want to give it another taste, because the flavor composition just changed. Ooh. Mm. And by the way, that was two cups, 2 cups per bouillon cube. 2 cups, so 2 cups of water per bouillon cube. So get that in there real good. And that's it, dog. Simple, easy, one pot dish. I love one pot dishes. So all that flavor is in there. All that good flavor. Good flavor. And there they go. That's it. Let's see, I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on over here. Let y'all get a good look. Y'all see what's going on. All that marination. See what that marination gonna do for you? That's what marination gonna do for you. Good marinate and modulate. Marinate. You gotta marry me. That is, though. That is, folks. That is, folks. That is, folks. There go that damn thing at the bottom of the screen again. It ain't been here this whole time. And there it go. Pop up. And yeah, that's it. All you parents out there, I go start getting some more bouillon. This is not cheap either. You use chicken stock, you use bouillon, you can use chicken puree, you can use chicken base. Chicken base is more expensive, but I like chicken base better than bouillon actually when making soups, because it comes in almost a paste gel form, and the dissolve is good. This is okay with dissolving too, so wasn't wasn't too bad, but poor dog just be sitting outside the kitchen, just like, please feed me. All these good smells coming up out this kitchen. Please feed me, please. I be like, no, dog, because I'm not paying a high veterinarian bill. So yes, it is. It is, by the way, very, very flavorful. These pockets are a little high for me. Yeah. What y'all been talking about? Any comments? Damn. I missed the whole dang old session. Dang. I missed the whole. What did you say? Somebody said something about pickle. Pickle what? I just don't know about the pickled elements. What pickle? I don't want to do no pickle. Pickle nothing. Pickle pickles. Yeesh. I like to use freaking charging. What I'm gonna say? I like to use the rubber spatula because um, you can scrape the flavor. You know, sometimes when you boil it and the flavor kind of gets on the side of the, you know what I'm saying? You can give it a turn on the side, scrape the bottom, all that. Should have missed the whole yeah. You know, just put a little tutorial. No, I actually how old was I when I first started cooking? Probably like 6 years old. It's probably like 6 years old, apparently. Which I didn't even remember. Apparently, I used to put a chair up to the stove and cook. Apparently, I didn't even remember that far back. Somebody brought it to my attention. But yeah, probably like 6 years old. Then when I got a little older, which I know I probably have to, I ain't gonna say have to, but I'll probably say this a lot because a lot of people will ask and there will be new people to come, which I knew eventually in my life I would have to, explain, you know, doing something like this, you definitely gonna have to explain yourself and explain your history and your background, with some you may have already known or may not know. Um, so I lost my mom when I was younger, and she was sick or whatever. She had like lupus and diabetes and arthritis, and she couldn't use her hands and sometimes walk. Yeah, sorry, YouTube don't want me to be great, but yeah, sometimes she couldn't. You know, she didn't have real functions. In her hands and stuff like that. So what I would do the days that she could cook, literally not necessarily with pen and paper, but I'm just kind of eyeballing every single thing that she do, because I just know it was just a many nights when me and my brother and my sister was just sitting there looking like, I'm tired of eating peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't get upset because she can't, cook because she's sick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be mad at that because ain't nothing she could do. But at the same time, it's stuff that we can do. So that's just the role that I took in the family was cooking. That was the role. And ever since then, after she passed away, then of course, we just kind of home to home kind of thing. But in that situation, people treat you like they're your kids, but it's always that thing in the back of, that elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, the treatment is just different. Ain't no, it wasn't like a mistreatment, but the treatment was just different. And it's just what it was. And there's just a lot of situations to where we was hungry. Like, we was hungry, and it wasn't the fact that there wasn't nothing in there. It just was nobody to cook because grandma had to work, and whoever house that we was at that day, they had to work, but we was just kind of in a situations to where cousins will come by. Somebody's always coming by to make sure the kids are straight, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where it started at, and it just kind of went on from there. So yeah. right, so that's about it. That's about all that I need to do. So I'll do like a chunky. Just go ahead and add the pasta the way I do mine because, like I say, I'm not. I'm not. We don't measure nothing around here, by the way. I don't know if you ever noticed. Here's the tip: if you add too much pasta, add some more water and salt. That's a good amount there. Good amount of pasta. Add in there for a later date. Add back on there. High heat for 5 minutes. Turn it completely off. It's gonna continue to cook in its own heat. Put it in the fridge. Spoon it out for lunch tomorrow or whatever it is, or add you a grilled cheese sandwich to it, or whatever it is that you like with your chicken noodle soup. But it's got simple. That was a simple, easy dish. Yeah, I know we've been on live for an hour. It don't take an hour to cook it. I'm just kind of, dragging time, so to speak. But yeah, it was a requested viewer requested dish. I kind of make some uh, fall dishes, and I'm gonna do a chili one night on live. Do some homemade chili with beans. I like beans in my chili. Some people don't like beans in the chili. I like with or without beans. Either way, it works good for me. I ate a white bean chili one time. It was bomb. Very good. Very good. All right, so you're gonna turn that to a low heat, and that's it. You may give it a low heat for another 5 or 10 minutes. Turn it off completely. Leave it on the high. Look at Logan just be sitting there. You hungry? You hungry? You hungry? You hungry? I'm baby hungry. You want ready to eat? Come on. Come on, let's eat. Come on. Come on, let's eat. Like, ain't no food in my bowl. Oh, what I can say? Swim my waves out. Let me see what the waves. Y'all want to see? Let's see what the waves talking about tonight. They may not be ready yet. I don't even want to take the do-rag off because they've been marinating all day. Let them way. The do-rag ain't white no more. They're dirty. They're dingy. I can't wear this in the daytime. They're gonna talk about me. Hold on. See if we can get a wave check. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh shit. Nope. She ain't ready yet, dog. She ain't ready yet. No, you have to get out a little bit more time. It takes time. It takes time to get them waves. Get them waves right. It takes time. I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah. Take a little time to get your waves right. Wave check. No, this ain't no wave check. But see what happened is, see what had happened. What had happened was I ain't been doing it. I see you say you see some. I see one. I see like one of them up there. I see like one of them up there. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hot in this kitchen, boy. But yeah, that's on low. I'm gonna turn that off completely and get ready to take the dog outside for his little nightly walk. He's in the mood for some sangria. I really like sangria. I'm not a big sangria. Let me tell you what, I will drink sangria. I don't like sangria in the bottle. Let me tell you where I would drink some sangria, because I'm not a fan of sweet drinks or sweet wine like your what do they call it, Moscato or Prosecco or anything like that. I'm not really a big fan of the sweet wines, but where I will drink some sangria is at a Mexican restaurant. Some Mexican restaurants sell sangria, but they be done already, pre-made their own sangria out of, their own red wine and throw their own fruits and stuff up in there. And you just smell the fermenting fruit, coming up out of the. So it's definitely a different flavor than the kind that you buy in the store. I'll drink that, but I'm not a real big sweet. I like the sweet red. I think Shuttle Homes sells a sweet red, and I like the sweet red. But yeah, Mexican restaurants definitely have the best sangria, in my opinion. It's always like, if you're gonna go to a Mexican restaurant, you're gonna get a drink, you're gonna get a sangria, or you're gonna get, the house margarita, or what's already turning in the thing with all the, stuff that's already been in there and it's just been turning all day. Baby, one of them for me, I don't know, everybody different, but one of them for me at a good one, good restaurant, in there. Definitely in there. All right. Get out. 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 So I'm gonna let y'all see that. Like I said, I like my soup chunky and noodly, like a lot of noodles, vegetables, and chicken, and a little juice. I like the juice, but a little juice. Yeah, dog. That's it. So see how they kind of formed on their own. Just turn that off. You like less noodles, you can add less noodles. If you like extra noodles, you can add extra noodles. I like extra noodles in mine and extra vegetables and a little slurp, a little soup to slurp. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's good chicken noodle soup. Turn that on. Yeah. My phone keep going out. I don't know. I just updated the dang on thing, but it just won't let me be great. I can't believe I ain't got no wage check though. You got to get right for the next video. You definitely got to get right. Cause the wage check has not been on point. We got to get right. Either way, it's the first time here. Click like and thumbs up this video and subscribe, cause my teeth getting straight. Cheese. Cheese, $1 million smile. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, thumbs up this video. It's your first time here. If you're new to the fam, welcome to the team. Picasso. Make sure y'all wear y'all Picasso aprons when y'all cooking with me on my lives. And if y'all ever want to join the cooking while I'm cooking, and you know what I'm saying, put me on your TV and turn your Bluetooth speaker on and listen to me cook while you cooking or something like that. And one of these days, we're gonna get a get buffering. One of these days, you're gonna get one of these good shows. Get a little panel with maybe like 4 or 6 people, sitting at a bar, and I'm gonna serve hors d'oeuvres, appetizer, salad, then entree type thing, and I'm recording, and it's gonna be subscribers more than likely. Just gonna be sitting and eating, and I'm gonna be cooking, and we're just gonna have a good time one of these days. All right. So y'all be looking forward to that in the future. And I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all going to this Monday feeling blessed and rested. All right. So I got to go let my dog out, get this video ready for in the morning. And that's it. And I appreciate y'all for joining. I really, really do. Appreciate y'all for watching and all your support and all your love. And it's awesome. And this is great. And I love my channel. I love my subscribers. And I love these people. And I love everything. I just love and all this positivity. Look at all this positivity. You're just positive. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, peace. Hope y'all have a good night.